Hi, hello viewers, it's my Minute IS Academy and today we are going to see environment. Earlier we posted video on international relation. We completed 50 current affairs from international relation and now we are going to see current affairs from environment and ecology. So we are going to complete 1000 plus current affairs within 20 days. And in this series we are going to see environment now. So let's get started. The first question is Sambar Lake. Sambar Lake is the India's largest inland salt lake. It is the India's largest inland salt lake and it is located in Rajasthan, and this lake also contains some bacteria and algae which will provide some striking colors to it. And this lake, Sambar Lake, is surrounded by Aravalli hills on all the sides. And it is also designated as a Ramsar site. Why? Because it is the key wintering area for pink flamingos and many migratory birds come here. Because of this, it is designated as a Ramsar site, and it receives water from certain rivers, like the rivers from which Sambar Lake receive waters are Meta, Samod, Manta, Rupangar, Kari and Kandela. So these are the points which are relating to Sambar Lake. Sambar Lake is the India's largest inland salt lake. It is the India's largest inland salt lake and it is located in Rajasthan. It has some bacteria and algae which will provide some striking colors to it. And this Sambar Lake is surrounded by Aravalli hills on all the sides. And it is a Ramsar site. Why? Because it is the key wintering area for pink flamingos and also for other migratory birds. And this Sambar Lake receives water from Meta, Samod, Manta, Rupangar, Kari and Kandela. Environmental impact assessment. So environmental impact assessment, it is a statutory backed process. It is a statutory backed process by the Environmental Protection Act 1986. And this environmental impact assessment will identify the social, economic and environmental impacts. So environmental impact assessment is a statutory backed process. It is backed by the Environmental Protection Act 1986. This environmental impact assessment will identify the social, economic and environmental impacts of the projects prior to its implementation, and it will give result. It will give the results to the government and the government can decide whether it can give clearance or not, and it will also suggest some implications on how to reduce this hazards. So those are the things which are relating to environmental impact assessment. First one is, it is a statutory backed process by the Environmental Protection Act 1986. It identifies the social, economic and the environmental impacts of the project prior to its implementation, and it gives a conclusion to the government, and the government can decide whether it can give clearance or not, and it also suggests some measures to reduce those hazards. So those are the things which are relating to environmental impact assessment. Third, biofuels. Biofuels are obtained from biomass and it is converted into liquid fuel so that it can be used for transportation and other purposes. The most commonly known biofuels are ethanol and biodiesel. These are the most commonly known biofuels, and ethanol and biodiesel both represents first generation biofuels. We have first generation biofuels, second generation and third generation biofuels. Third generation biofuels are obtained from algae, or generally obtained from algae, whereas this first generation biofuel we have ethanol and biodiesel. Ethanol is a renewable source. It is a renewable energy and it is obtained from plant sources. It is obtained from plant materials, whereas this biodiesel is produced by combining alcohol and new or used oils are used to produce this biodiesel. And this biodiesel can be used as a rocket fuel also. Recently a rocket was launched using the biofuel, and that is Stardust 1. Stardust 1 is launched using biofuel and it became the first commercial space launch powered by biofuel. So these are the points which are relating to biofuel. Biofuels are obtained from biomass and It is converted into a liquid fuel so that it can be used for used as a transportation fuel. The most commonly known biofuels are ethanol and biodiesel. Both represent first generation biofuels. There are also third generation biofuels which are obtained from algae. Then we have ethanol. Ethanol is a renewable form. It is a renewable one which is obtained from different plant materials, whereas biodiesel is obtained by combination of alcohol plus new or used cooking oils. Alcohol and new or used cooking oils combine together and they will form a biodiesel, and this biodiesel can be used as a rocket fuel. Recently a rocket was launched using this biofuel, and this Stardust 1. Stardust 1 was launched in January, I guess. It was launched in January using this biofuel. So it became the first commercial space launch which is powered by biofuel. These are the points which are relating to biofuel. Indian Wildlife Sanctuary. So Indian Wildlife Sanctuary, it is located in Gujarat. It is located in Gujarat. It is in the place of Little Rann of Kutch, and it is the place in which we can find wild ass. Wild ass is not a heavily populated one. It is one of the places in which wild ass is found on the world, and Gujarat is the only place in which we can find both wild ass as well as the Asiatic lions. And this wild ass population is constantly increasing in India. From 1969 to 2020, the number of wild ass population is constantly increasing in India, and the Gujarat Forest Department has also said that the wild ass population has increased to 37%. So these are the things which are relating to wild ass. First, wild ass sanctuary. Indian Wild Ass Sanctuary is located in Gujarat in the Little Rann of Kutch region, and Gujarat is the only place in which you can find both Asiatic lions and wild ass. And from 1969 to 2020, there is a constant increase. The thing you should notice, there is a constant increase in the wild ass population, and Gujarat Forest Department has also said there is a rise in 37% of the population of wild ass. And in Gujarat, the district which has the highest amount of wild ass population is Surendranagar. Surendranagar is the district which has highest number of wild ass in Gujarat. The second is only Kutch. Kutch is in second position. The district which has highest amount of wild ass in Gujarat is Surendranagar district. So these are the things which are relating to Indian Wild Ass Sanctuary. Then fifth one is NTCA. NTCA stands for National Tiger Conservation Authority. It is National Tiger Conservation Authority. It is a statutory body. It is under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. It is under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and the chairman of this body is Minister of Environment and Forest. Minister of Environment and Forest is the chairman of NTCA. First, NTCA stands for National Tiger Conservation Authority. It is a statutory body. It is under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. It is under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The chairman of NTCA is Minister of Environment and Forest. And the functions of NTCA, the main functions of NTCA is to prepare reservation plans, is to prepare the conservation plans for the tiger reserves, and it also provides audit reports relating the tiger conservation plans to the Parliament. And it also gives approval for declaring the new tiger reserves. These are the main functions of NTCA. So NTCA stands for National Tiger Conservation Authority. It is a statutory body. It is under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. It is under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and the chairman of National Tiger Conservation Authority is Minister of Environment and Forest. And the main functions of NTCA is it provides the tiger conservation plans, and it submit an audit report regarding the tiger conservation plan to the Parliament, and it also gives approval for declaring the new tiger reserves. These are the things which are done by NTCA. Sixth one, we have Arctic. So in Arctic Circle we have certain countries. Those are CAR, FSN, IG. Canada, Alaska, Russia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Iceland and Greenland are the countries which are inside the Arctic Circle. So India do not have a direct territory which lies inside the Arctic. It does not have a Indian territory does not fall directly inside the Arctic, but it has a research station. But India has a research station which is in the Arctic Circle, and that research station is called, the first India's permanent research station which is inside the Arctic Circle is called as Himadri, and it is in Norway. It is in Svalbard, Norway. And the main reason why we should study Arctic Circle is the temperature and the global changes. If it is affecting Arctic, the Arctic has an impact on the India's monsoon also. If there is a climate change in Arctic, that is going to affect the India also. There is going to be a climate change in India also. So that we should study the changes in Arctic Circle. We should study the climatic impacts in Arctic Circle. So the things are, inside the Arctic Circle there are certain countries, and those are Canada, Alaska, Russia, Finland, Sweden and Norway, and Iceland and Greenland. India do not have a territory that directly falls under the Arctic Circle, but it has a permanent research station. The India's first permanent research station which is in Arctic Circle is Himadri. Himadri is in Svalbard, Norway. And Arctic Circle, if there is a change in Arctic climate, it will affect the India's climate, India's weather condition and India's monsoon. So that we should study Arctic Circle. So these are the points which are relating to Arctic Circle. So third generation biofuel is derived from algae. Then Gastonia agnicellus. So Gastonia agnicellus, this term is in news. Actually, it is the ugliest orchid species in the world. It is an orchid species and it is regarded as the ugliest orchid species by the Royal Botanical Garden, which is located in London. The Royal Botanical Garden has described this Gastonia agnicellus as the ugliest orchid species in the world, and it is found in Madagascar. It is discovered in Madagascar. So these are the points. So first, Gastonia agnicellus is an orchid species. It is regarded as the ugliest orchid species in the world by the Royal Botanical Garden, which is located in London, and it is discovered in Madagascar. Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is the largest protected forest area in India. It is the largest protected forest area in India. And this Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve lies in Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. And relating here near Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, we have a plateau called as Sigur Plateau. Sigur Plateau is in the southwestern side of the Nilgiri Hill. It is in the southwestern side of Nilgiri Hill. And in the northeastern side, it has Moya River Valley. And this Sigur Plateau is the place where the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, it connects the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, and it sustains elephant population. These are the points which are relating to Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. First, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is the largest protected forest area in the world, and it lies in Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Here we have Sigur Plateau. Sigur Plateau is in the southwestern side of the Nilgiri Hill, and to the northeastern side of the Sigur Plateau we have Moya River Valley. This Sigur Plateau sustains elephant population, and it is the one which connects Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Asiatic cheetah. Asiatic cheetah is believed to survive only in Iran, and once it was found in India, but now it is extinct in India. It came into extinction in 1952, and in IUCN status is critically endangered. So these are the main points. First, Asiatic cheetah is believed to survive only in Iran. Once it was found in India's grasslands and forests, but now it is extinct in India. It was extinct in 1952, and the IUCN status is it is critically endangered. It has a wide tolerance. It has a wide climatic tolerance, but it cannot tolerate human interventions. It cannot tolerate human interventions, and it also feeds on specialized prey. So because of these things, it came into extinction. And Asiatic cheetah, comparatively, it is lighter in weight. It has small head and short legs. These are the important points which are relating to Asiatic cheetah. Asiatic cheetah is believed to survive only in Iran. It is extinct in India in 1952. The IUCN status is critically endangered, and it is highly tolerant in the climate. It is highly tolerant in climate, but it cannot tolerate human intervention, and it feeds on specialized prey, and it is light, small head and shorter legs. So these are the characteristics of Asiatic cheetah. Then we have Moya River Valley. Moya River Valley is in Tamil Nadu. Moya River is in Tamil Nadu, and it is a tributary of Bhavani River. Bhavani River is also in Tamil Nadu, and this Moya River Valley we have already seen. It is in the northeastern side of the Sigur Plateau. And this Moya River Valley is the natural boundary between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and it is also the one which separates Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary. Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary and Bandipur National Park. So these are the points which are relating to Moya River Valley. Moya River Valley is in Tamil Nadu. It is a tributary of Bhavani River, which is in Tamil Nadu, and Moya River lies in the northeastern side. To the northeastern side of Sigur Plateau. To this northeastern side of Sigur Plateau, we have Moya River Valley, and Moya River Valley acts as a natural boundary between the Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. It is a separation between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and it is the one which separates Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary and Bandipur National Park. NGT. NGT stands for National Green Tribunal. It was established in 2010. It is a judicial body. It is a specialized judicial body, and it has the power of a high court, and the main role of it is to deal with the environmental cases, and it is a statutory body established by NGT Act, and it is an open court so that anyone can hear the proceedings. And it can also grant compensation, can grant reliefs in the form of compensations, and the decision given by NGT is binding unless you approach the Supreme Court within 90 days. So these are the points which are relating to NGT. NGT stands for National Green Tribunal, which was established in 2010. It is a specialized judicial body, and it has the power of a high court. It has the power of the high court, and it deals about the environmental cases, and it is a statutory body. The act is NGT Act. We have NGT Act, and it is an open court so that anyone can hear the cases, and it grants relief in the form of compensations. And the decisions given by NGT is binding unless you approach the Supreme Court within 90 days. So these are the things which are relating to National Green Tribunal. GTA. GTA stands for Global Tiger Initiative. It is 2008 launched, and in 2013 they added snow leopard under this. The main aim of this GTA is to protect tiger from extinction. To protect the tiger from extinction is its main aim, and the founding partners of GTA are World Bank, Global Environmental Facility, Smithsonian Institute, Save the Tiger Fund, International Tiger Coalition. These are the founding partners. So the things relating to GTA is, GTA stands for Global Tiger Initiative. It was 2008 launched, and in 2013 they included snow leopards, and the main aim of GTA is to save the tiger from extinction, and the founding partners of GTA are World Bank, Global Environmental Facility, Smithsonian Institute, Save the Tiger Fund, and International Tiger Coalition. These are the founding partners of GTA, Global Tiger Initiative. Then we have Eravikulam National Park. Eravikulam National Park is in Kerala. Eravikulam National Park is in Kerala, Idukki district. It is in Western Ghats. And in Eravikulam National Park we have Aanemudi. Aanemudi is the highest it is the South India's highest peak. Height is 2695 meter. So these are the points which are relating to Eraviculam National Park. So Eraviculam National Park is in Kerala. It is located in Western Ghats, and in Eraviculam National Park we have Anaimudi. Anaimudi is the highest peak in South India. The height is 2695 meter. So in Eraviculam National Park, IUCN has planned to conduct a grasshopper assessment. That is why Eraviculam National Park is in news. Till now in IUCN, none of the India's grasshopper species is in list. So these are the things which are relating to Eraviculam National Park. Then we have Dhauliganga River. So Dhauliganga River originates at Basudra Tal. Basudra Tal is the largest glacial lake in Uttarakhand. So Dhauliganga River originates at Basudra Tal. It meets the Alaknanda River. It meets Alaknanda River at Vishnuprayag. This Dhauliganga River also meets Rishiganga River. It meets Rishiganga River at Raini. And this Dhauliganga River will flow through Nanda Devi National Park. These are the important points which are relating to Dhauliganga River. So Dhauliganga River originates at Basudra Tal. Basudra Tal is the largest glacial lake in Uttarakhand, and this Dhauliganga River meets Alaknanda River at Vishnuprayag, and it meets Rishiganga River at Raini. This Dhauliganga River will flow through Nanda Devi National Park. GLOF, Glacier Lake Outburst Flood. Glaciers are in news. So Glacier Lake Outburst Flood is nothing but a glacial lake. This is a lake. This glacial lake will be holded by the snow and all those. Because of this glacial melt, what happens is the dam, which is a natural dam, it will be loosened and it will release water. It is a sudden release of water because of this glacial melt. That is called as Glacier Lake Outburst Flood. So Glacier Lake Outburst Flood is nothing but it is the flooding that occurs because of the release of the water which is dammed by the glacier. That is called as Glacier Lake Outburst Flood. And Hindu Kush Himalaya. Hindu Kush Himalaya favors the creation of glacial lakes, and because of this, the glacial lakes are created because of melting glaciers. The glaciers are being melted, and because of this, many glacier lakes are created, and because of this, there is a high risk of Glacier Lake Outburst Flood in Hindu Kush Mountains. So these are the points which are relating to Glacier Lake Outburst Flood. And the last one is Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. We can see that in next video. We can see all these things in our next video. So subscribe to My Lemonade IAS Academy. Thank you.